are really great tools on the website for you to figure out how much you would receive at what age based on your years of service. So I was very surprised to learn that after 7 years, the monthly benefit for me was more substantial than I imagined that it would be. So I would say, look at the information or even get a personal review for yourself specifically instead of the general information on the web before you make any kind of decision about withdrawing the funds. Because when you have those funds matched by ASRS, you can have it for the rest of your life, you're giving yourself some peace of mind that, there isn't a lot of peace of mind economically right now in this world. So it was very good to have it. Some people will want to take it all out as a lump sum, and it might be good for them to do that, but they really will do better if they understand long term what is really available to you. Because I think a lot of people that just take it don't realize the benefit that they're giving away when they do that. Yes, we as we said, just worked for 7 years in the Arizona system and did leave the funds in there and kept checking on it and looking at that retirement calculator. If you retire at this age with this many years of service, this is how much you get per month. So when we were getting ready to make our trip, we had stopped working, so we didn't have other income. And it was enough. Because when you sell everything and you're on the road in an RV, especially 2 years ago when the gas was cheap, you can make it on that much of an income. So I have a monthly benefit, he has a monthly benefit, and that's mostly what we used to be able to fund our trip across the country. One thing that we would say about advice for people is to try to get to retire as early as you can get to retire. We were in Arizona for 7 years. We have been in South Carolina. We were in Massachusetts. So we have different pockets that we've tried to put together to build up to be what can be our income. So just take advantage of all of the different areas. And the earlier you can get out, the better, because we really wanted very much to retire when we were still able to get around and exercise and have energy. And I mean, Steve's dad died early at 64, which was another big push that, we got to go out and we got to go out there now and do what we want to do because we really don't know how long we'll be able to do it. Mm-hmm. So that would be my advice, to try to plan to get out as early as you can. You don't want to retire and just rest. We feel like, young enough to go out and do lots of things.
You worked all your life to retire. You might as well enjoy it.
Yeah.
And there is a downside, I guess, to retiring early. We retired at 62. A lot of people will try to retire later so they can get their full pension or more of it. And that's great. My financial planner here made it possible that we could retire at 62. And you can, your monthly income will be a lot more, well, I was going to say a little more when you retire at 65 as opposed to 62. But like I said earlier, you live within your means, and we're doing great.
Yeah, it's surprising. When you're not working, you spend less. It costs money to work.
Yeah,
that's what we found out. So when you're not, you can have a little bit less income and still do most of the things that you want to do.
Enjoy life while you can. Like she said, my father retired at 64. Within a couple of years, he was gone. I swore I would never do that. Well, the Arizona State retirement system was great. And once they take it out, it might seem like a lot initially, but the fact that the system matches the money, it's huge. It adds up so quick. So although we weren't there for that long, it's a good chunk of our income now. So it's worth it. You get used to whatever income you have, you just live within your means. So it worked out fine.
We're buying experiences.
Yeah, yes, we are.
Experiences we're finding out are much more important than a lot of cash, and that's just what life's about.
Mm-hmm.
It's well, obviously, it feels really good to have a lifetime income now, and the flexibility within the pension is great. I mean, we started taking it at 60. So that's a lesser amount, but we could have taken it later and it would be a bigger amount. So it's when it was being taken out of our money, you wouldn't really know what the percentage was going to be, because one year it would be like, oh, we need to give 9% now. And so everybody would grumble. But when we look at it in retrospect, when they were taking 9, they were matching 9. So the more they were taking, the more the system was actually contributing to our lifetime income later. So it can hurt a little at the time, but when you look back on it, you ended up getting more because they were taking more.
Yeah, you absorb that. The money's taken out, and you just get used to what your income is, and by the time you retire, it's wow, look how much money we have in retirement. So it's worth it. We did, like I said, we did take it early, but it was definitely worth it. Mm-hmm. Here we are traveling the country.
Yeah.
Just appreciate what the retirement system has done for us.
Yes. We say thank you very much to ASRS, because we're loving this point of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely helping.
Okay. Loving retirement.